Hi guys, I'm Heather and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you my Reading Rush TBR. I've finished most of the books on my July TBR anyway, so I figured I would join this challenge and see how much I can get done. So I do have 7 books here. One of them actually is from my July TBR. It's the only one that I will not have finished by the time this challenge starts, and it does fulfill one of the prompts. So I may or may not get to it in this one. Hopefully I get to it in the entire month, but everything else is all new. A few of them can cover more than one prompt if I just don't get to all of them, but I do have something for everything. So the first book that I have is called Fairy Tales in Electricity by Francesca Lia Block, and this one would cover the reading a book in one place. I mean, anyone really could, I guess, but look at this. Look at this book. Compared to a paperback, this is this book. And it's poetry. It's like fairy tale poetry, like that. So it should be super, super easy. And I'm finally getting a chance to read this. I was actually really, really mad when I bought it. This teeny tiny book cost me $13.95. I didn't realize it was going to be like this. Francesca Lia Block is one of my favorite authors, and I've pretty much bought everything that she's written except for maybe her most recent like kind of autobiography sort of thing. And so I just bought this without like looking at it. I ordered it online, so I actually didn't see it physically and see that it was like this, but I was actually really angry when it showed up and I had paid that much for this little thing. And because of that, I just have not read it at all. So I'm finally going to do that. So for the book I meant to read last year challenge, I'm picking up My Plain Jane. I picked this up at Target last year and I started it but didn't get very far. So I actually really like the story of Jane Eyre. I like the movies, all that. I really don't like the book though. And part of that is I just don't like the writing, but also the trauma of having to read that when I was like 12. So between my 7th and 8th grade school years, we had summer reading and I had to read Jane Eyre between 7th and 8th grade. So I just can't. I can't read that book again. But I do like the story, so I was interested in this book when it came out and wanted to read it. The weird part of it for me was that Charlotte Bronte is a character in the book. Like, I found that weird, but we'll see how it goes. So the next book that I have is for the book and movie adaptation challenge. And that one is Nerve. This is by, I guess it's Jeannie Ryan. I had a friend whose name was spelled this way and she's called her name Jeannie. So I don't know. Jeannie Ryan, I don't know. And I'm not super excited about this book. I found it in my car not too long ago and it was like a remainder book that I got at clearance. But everything else that I have that's a book to movie adaptation, I've already read. I didn't really want to buy something new necessarily when I had this one, so I did pick this one for it. Then the next book I have is for the 5-word plus, I guess it's plus title, 5 words or more title. Did it have to specifically be 5 words? I don't know. My phone's not here. Oh well. I took it to be 5 words or more, but I guess if I look at it and it is just specifically 5 words only, I'll change this book. I don't think anything else I have right here would cover that either. But this one is, didn't I say to make my abilities average in the next life? So more than 5 words. It's 12. And this is by Funa, I guess. Right here. So this is a light novel, and it's about this high school student who dies after her graduation, and when she meets God, she asks God to make her average in her next life. So now she is a 10-year-old girl in a magic-filled world. So she has to navigate her new world as a 10-year-old. So this is what I planned for it, but now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, does it have to be exactly 5 words? If it does, I would change this book. But if it doesn't, I will keep it. So the next book is for the non-human character challenge, and that one is Nightwalker by Jocelyn Drake. It says, for centuries, Mira has been a Nightwalker, which to me means she is not human. And it says the foe she now faces is human. So again, it means she's not human, right? Okay, so yeah, I picked this book, and it's just an urban fantasy, so I'm not sure that much about it. They all tend to be relatively similar, but I've had this one and I think the next 2 sitting around forever. So part of my goal in TBRs currently is to read through books I already own. So I picked this one. And then for purple on the cover, I picked this book right here. I actually don't know much about it. I've had it sitting around for a long time. It's called Milk Run, and it's by Sarah Milnowski. Right there. I don't know. I said it once the other day, and it just seems like the main character gets dumped, I think, and decides to just become like a super dater or something like that. That's what it sounds like from the back. So I'm not sure. I've just had this one sitting around. I think I got it used. So we'll see what it's about when I get there. And then from my July TBR, I'm picking this one. And specifically Dead Girls. This is 3 books in one, so I'm only going to count Dead Girls as 1 book. And this one is for the debut book challenge. Dead Girls was Richard Calder's first book. And seeing I was planning to read this anyway, it will fit right in. And that one is hard to describe, I guess. Especially seeing I haven't read it in so long. So I kind of hesitate to actually describe it again. I tried it in my July TBR. It didn't go well. But it is a cyberpunk type thing. And it's interesting. It's very interesting. I like it, actually. I've read it before, ages ago. And to move forward, I feel like I need to read it again. So, yeah. I actually really do like the book. It's very interesting, but it's very hard to describe. So, the thing is I have some that can double. I'm concerned about the purple on the cover challenge. Like, what is considered purple necessarily? Like, I think, aside from Milk Run, right here, the text is purple, the binding is purple, the straw is purple, all that. I actually have 4 of them that also have a purplish cover. So in Dead Girls, the text of Dead Girls is purple. The blurb on the back is purple. In this one here, she's kind of got pinky purple hair. This has like purplish on the back right here. And I feel like this kind of corner here is kind of a bluish purple right there. So I feel like those could all count towards purple on the cover. And as far as the debut book, from what I remember, Nightwalker is Jocelyn Drake's first book. So I have 2 that could fit into that. as well. So we'll see. I do have some options. If I can't get to all 7 books for the challenge, I can at least hit a couple challenges with 1 book. But I'm going to go for all 7. Like, I really want to read all 7 books. It might be a little bit difficult just because I have to work a bunch. And I'm not sure about the availability of audiobooks on any of these. It's actually much easier to listen to audiobooks at work than it is to actually read books during breaks. So we'll see how I go with this. I really do want to read all 7, but I'll at least hit all the challenges because I have multiples that'll fit. If for some reason the challenge was exactly a 5-word title, I will find another book that will fit into that besides the light novel. But yeah, that's it for now, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.